Hello everyone, and welcome to another video where I am going to be taking you through my mobility / warm-up routine for whenever I'm going to do any sort of pressing exercises, any bench press, any overhead press for my rotator cuff. Now this is really important because it does help reduce injury, and rotator cuff injuries are quite common when doing weightlifting on bench press and any sort of pressing movement. So this exercise here is with a resistance band where I am holding on to the ends of the bands and I have a slight bend in my elbow, and it's more just rotating the cuff sort of all the way to the back of my body and then coming back to my waistline. This exercise, sort of internal and external rotator cable exercises, I'm going to show you here. So with this exercise, I tend not to do any super time under tension or anything. I tend to do more endurance reps, and I keep my elbow very close to my body. So the only part of my body that's actually moving is my forearm, and I'm keeping more about 15 repetitions roughly for muscular endurance guidelines for each exercise. And I'm doing each particular movement as well with a sort of external and an internal movement. So that's where I'm starting on one side and then moving to the other, and then on the other exercise I will start on the opposite side and finish on the opposite side. So it's sort of like I'm just reversing the movement. So I'm starting with my arm out to the side, and then I'm pulling into the body, and then I'm starting with my hand in the body and I'm pulling out to the outside of the body. So it's really good exercises to do. Just make sure you're actually really focusing on building that mind-muscle connection with your rotator cuff on this exercise, and make sure that you're facing completely forward, feet facing forward, upper body's facing forward, and the cable should be on the very side of your body. It's really important that you're squeezing your shoulder blades back together and you're bracing up your core throughout this movement, and you're focusing on your breathing. So breathing in when you're bringing the weight into your body, and then breathing out when you're extending the weight or just lifting the weight. But yeah, this is generally what I do whenever I'm going to do any sort of heavy pressing days. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do have any questions or thoughts on this particular routine, then feel free to put a comment below. But I tend to really just do this to prevent any sort of injuries to my shoulders, as it can be quite common, especially on a heavy day. So I'll tend to do like 2 to 3 sets if I'm doing a moderately intense day, but then I'll do more 3 to 5 if I'm going to go very heavy. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this routine. If you have any questions about the movements or the exercises, then let me know.